Hello, everyone, once again, and welcome back to my channel, Capri Social Network. So, there has been this recent video that has gone viral on behalf of a guy that happened to be at a Whataburger in his hometown, I'm assuming, and on behalf of his outfit, because I saw absolutely nothing wrong with his outfit. I mean, this guy happened to be crispy, as some people would say, fresh to death from head to toe, from his haircut to all the way down to his shoes, which happen to be New Balances. And it's been said that his shoes happen to range at around $80 or so. However, there happen to be this group of women in the background that they didn't show in the vid, who I'm assuming happen to be in there somewhere around their 20s or maybe 30s, don't quote me on it, who were roasting him, clowning him the whole time on behalf of his outfit. And one reason why is was due to how freshly creased his jeans happen to be. Personally, I like my pants and my jeans usually creased to give them that fresh off the rack appeal. I mean, I don't know whether this is just based upon an older guy thing, as some people may consider it as or not, but I always had like my pants and jeans freshly creased. That's just me, and to each their own. But once again, I saw nothing wrong with this guy's attire at all. And I'm assuming, judging from what was said in the video, and the way the women were downing him and clowning him, roasting him, that he may have possibly tried to hit on one. And I could tell this guy happens to be somewhere around in his 40s. Who knows? He could be around somewhere in his 50s, but just may look young for his age. And whether you know it or not, Whataburger, which is not a cheap restaurant, you gotta give him props for what he had, the meal that he had too, and which appeared to be a pretty expensive meal. And once again, Whataburger is not cheap by a long shot. If some of you may know what I mean, may could relate to going to Whataburger to eat a meal from. And I could tell this guy happens to have money all on a regular basis, happens to carry cash money with him on a regular basis. This same guy happens to carry a stack with him on a regular basis and could always have money to do whatever he wants to, what it may be. They get him a fresh car or whip from the lot with cash money, could be able to travel pretty much anywhere or everywhere he may desire. Could be able to provide for a woman, whatever woman he wants to be able to get with, on behalf of whatever she may be lacking of. I mean, because how many women usually go for men due to their resources? And it's obvious this guy is financially secure, just judging by his outfit, judging by his haircut as well, on top of his outfit. Anyways, and nevertheless, I want to show some clips of some people coming to his defense on behalf of him being bullied due to how some people may have thought that he was dressed old-fashioned. Some younger people who it happened to be in the background that were clowning him on behalf of his attire. And I guarantee you, if this guy, because he didn't sag at all his jeans, if he happened to sag his jeans to the extent whereas he would have kept on having to both pull them up and would have been barely able to walk, maybe he wouldn't have gotten so much ridicule for if he, as opposed to dressing like he was dressed when he was right there in their presence, the people that were roasting him, the females that were roasting him in the video. Or either if he was a white guy with the same exact kind of outfit, dressed the same exact way that he was, they would have been dapping him up and giving him props, a whole lot of props. I guarantee that. And this also goes to show you, ladies and gentlemen, how well, fellas, I want to specifically address, no matter what you do, including how good looking of a guy you may be, no matter how fresh your haircut may be, even your outfit, and in some cases your whip may be, you could never ever please the average woman, regardless. Anyways, I'm going to show you some people that came to his defense on social media. All these people via TikTok. And after I get through showing them, giving their feedback, I'm going to probably give some more of my feedback as well. If not, then I hope to hear from you guys whenever I make my next video. And I also want to say happy Friday to you guys, and you guys be safe out there.
No, Unc got a niece or a nephew or something on TikTok. Unc from motherfucking Whataburger. When them little hoes tried to tell him he wasn't fresh, I know he got somebody on this internet. Tell him he was fresh than the motherfucker. Clean as hell. Clean as hell. Them little hoes don't know shit about that type of clean. Clean in the motherfucker from head to toe. From the fresh ass line into the motherfucking fresh ass shoes. To the fresh ass creases in the motherfucking jeans. Them hoes don't know shit about that type of fresh. That's that I got some bread up in my motherfucking pocket. And I'm ready to spend it on any hoe. Anything. That's that type of fresh. You hoes don't know shit about that for real. For real. Young hoes don't really be knowing shit about that for real, for real. That's exactly why they only be fucking with. They're only able to fuck with niggas in their age range. Because they don't know shit about that. Hoes could have just had them a little sugar daddy and don't even know it. And then the nigga had obviously two large meals. Motherfucker, Whataburger ain't cheap, G. I'm just saying though. He was fresh. He had some bread in his pocket. Them little hoes tried to drop his confidence. Lame as hell. Even if he wasn't, bitch, you should have still. That's how you know hoes be lame. Because even if he wasn't fresh, just give a motherfucker they props. If they felt like they was fresh, who are you to tell somebody that they ain't?
I also guarantee you, ladies and gentlemen, that these same females that were clowning him in the background of the video may happen to have the latest iPhone, either the iPhone from year before last or last year. However, the majority of them who do have the latest iPhone or may have the latest iPhone and were clowning him may happen to have to finance those phones instead of being able to pay full cash for those phones, and are on some kind of financial assistance plan where they could be able to pay every pay period around $30 every pay period until they're able to pay the full balance in full. And if some of them may happen to have their own place, I guarantee you this, they're on some form of governmental assistance, some form of welfare as well. If not, then they have some older guy who they're in a relationship with, and instead of the older guy being able to provide for them, they're going out of their way and foolish enough to, in some instances, have to work more than one job just to be able to take care of their older man, while their older man that they may be with is at home collecting or living off of their money. Because most of the time when people hate on you, they're the main ones who are the main ones down on their luck. They're the main ones that are struggling. So I just wanted to put in my 2 cents again on behalf of this here video pertaining to the Whataburger Unk, as some people would call him.
I ain't fresh. I ain't fresh. You're not fresh. At all. No, sir. You gotta take your L, bro. Sometimes. This man is of a particular age group. He is fresh. He is dressing age appropriate. Not all adults want their pants below their ass. Not all adults want to be wearing pants that are so tight that they can't put their hand or their wallet in their pocket or even take off and run if they need to. There is nothing wrong with what this man has on. He is fresh to death. He is clean. He is matching. He is age appropriate. Leave that man alone. Y'all need to do better. It bothers me when women make me have to agree with men. You all are lost in the sauce for real. Now, one thing I will say is, let the creases go, bruh. The polo is just right. The jeans fit right. I'm not seeing what the problem is with what this man is wearing. Y'all definitely got to do better, ladies. He can go on a lunch date. He can go on a dinner date, to the movies, to church, to a PTA meeting. He is dressed appropriately and fine.
And I also want to say, I don't know if it's just me, but this guy happens to kind of remind me of Juvenile. Let me know, people, if you may happen to think the same about him as well, the rapper Juvenile. Also, I could tell that this guy happens to be a Boosie fan, because this is similar to the way rapper Boosie dresses until this day, and has been dressing quite some time at Boosie's age, who is every bit of 39 to 41 years of age. Anyways,
Yeah, this video is proof that bullying never goes away. It's proof that sometimes when people are trying to be mean, they're trying to be funny, like really, they're really just jealous and they see you shining, but they don't want to admit it because they really feel like you're outshining them. Some of y'all don't even realize, like, people that's coming against you, trying to bully you at your job, neighborhood, wherever, they really just don't like seeing you shine. That's really what it is. They trying to dim your light. Don't let nobody do that to you.
Hey, I ain't fresh. I ain't fresh. You're not fresh. At all. No, sir. You gotta take your L, bro.
Unc is clearly in his 40s, and he's got to be talking to some young girls. Because if you know, you know. See, Unc is a line lead at his job that he done had for the last 20 years. Unc got good insurance. He's got 401k. He got a benefits package. See, y'all don't know what y'all really looking at. Unc took them pants to the cleaners. Unc went to Dillard's and got that shirt off the rack from Dillard's, baby. Department store drip. Unc went and got the matching New Balances. Unc is fresh. Let me stop calling that man Unc, because if you really want to know, back in Ashley's heyday, you know, when she was outside, this is the one that was paying them bills. Unc was the one making sure that car was running good. Unc was the one that made sure I had a little pocket change. While y'all so worried about them having on the latest fashion and the $1,200 pair of sneakers and the Balenciaga this, see, them the ones that are too busy spending their money on themselves. They ain't got no money for you. If you know, you know. I would have snatched Unc up back in the day, and Unc would have kept me real good and comfortable. Do you hear what I'm saying?
I ain't fresh. I ain't fresh. You're not fresh. At all. No, sir. You gotta take your L, bro.
Yo, this shit is kind of slick, pissing me off. Now, I know I don't know these people or what the conversation was leading up until this point, but ain't no fucking way Y'all gonna say this man not fresh. Let's just analyze this shit from head to motherfucking toe, bitch. All right, so boom, let's start with the haircut and a nicely trimmed beard. If you went to a barber, we're gonna price that between $40 and $60, depending on who he goes to. Next, we got the men's classic fit polo shirt. That roughly retails between $85 to $115, depending on where he gets it from. Next up is the blue jeans. Now, I don't see no name brands on the jeans, so let's say he went to like Ross or Marshalls and got those. Let's price them at about $25. And last but not least, we got the New Balance 574s. Now, them are retailing about $89 to $90. But I want to bring your attention back to the motherfucking crease in them jeans. So the nigga owns an iron, or he went and got them dry clean, either or. So we're going to price an iron at about $30, okay? Now, from head to motherfucking toe, bitch, we looking at about $290 to $300 in attire that he has on. Ain't no way you gonna convince me that this shit ain't fresh. What about it ain't fresh? This nigga was intentional with his appearance. He looks well groomed. See, this is what the fuck we call coordination. And some people in the younger generation don't know what the fuck that is. And he's at Whataburger. So what was he supposed to have on? Some Balenciagas? A 3-piece Steve Harvey suit? Like, what was he supposed to have on? And see, for the youngins who don't really get the versatility in this outfit, he could be going to work. He could be going on a date. He could be going out to the club. Hell, he could even be going to drop some dick off at your mama's house. I think the part that pissed me off was the look on his face when they told him that he wasn't fresh and that he needed to go ahead and take his L. It was like a look of defeat, or he was second guessing himself. Almost like he was back in his school age days when motherfuckers was cracking jokes and he ain't had no good comebacks. Nah, nigga. Don't let these young ass kids make you feel less than. Your shit was intentional and you looked the fuck good. You got that shit on.
And maybe, just maybe, because I also wanted to fit in, put in my 2 cents again, so to speak, before I end this video for good. If he had on a pair of J's, especially the threes, the Air Jordan 3s, that's white, and when the graphic, the gray graphic material, if some of y'all know where I'm coming from, with the white, blue, and gray and black graphic material, then he would have kind of gotten a pass, because so many people feel like they can't be above other people, or feel like they can't be highly valued unless they may have at least one pair of J's, especially in our community, the African American community. And no matter if you may see a guy that's around as old as this guy, because on my job, I see so many guys that's 40 and older. Even one, I have seen even one guy that's as old as 60 plus years old come to work in some J's. Anyway, and I digress. I'm going to end the video once and for all. Before I end the video, make sure I wanted to let you all know and inform you to make sure you smash that like button to let me know how much you like the video. You share it, you comment on it, most of all. Last but not least, you subscribe to the channel. Till next time, happy Friday to you guys.